okayfm 101.7.
Daniel Kwame of Uswapia, a concerned citizen. Na anope ya bonkomo on the front page of the Daily Post. Yes, and some of the baye be bako. And it said, Mahama petitioned to remove Electoral Commission chair. 3 others from office over alleged gross incompetence. Na yansaka Daniel Kwame of Uswapia, yansaka can say, Enipa e this petition epia bonten no wo kan ho bi line nakate producer na yansa kan bio na yene na bonkomo na ya hwe brofna wo kan no gross incompetence no na ya gbo ewura gross nim na yewia ya bewie wo incompetence no na ya hwe Daniel Kwame Fuswapia. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Chief.
Naboko dear.
Good morning. Good morning to your cherished listeners.
Bibi Aboko dear.
Patoan Bibi Aboko.
Yeah, Daniel Miase. On the front page of the Daily Post, and Obama near say, any pebi at the petition be Akoma Mampeni and Kebeya, Electoral Commission, Jim Tineni near from and Sebi. Mampeninya Wamuku and Muya. Me pacho, can you confirm to us say yes nipa wo mo de petition no epie no o kan ho bi
nipa ba ku pe na de petition ko ye
ti won ko a
yeah
won ko
na me de ko ye yesterday around 2:30 there about
yo me pacho
presidency to submit the petition. I learned the president is in Kenya, but the office they received the petition and they assure me that once the president is in, they will hand it over to him.
Pachopi, who on the behalf of the president received the petition?
Oh, office there are more. There are a lot of people over there. There are some people who are actually tasked to do to collect petitions, to collect letters, and so forth. So there are a lot of people working in the office whose mandate is to collect such a petition from the public.
Very well. Yeah, petition once me ya nim the content of the petition no. Ubetu dia na ntimu kakra ne hu dia petition.
And then say uko way back 2020 elections no. Before Omubeye elections no, on the eve of the elections no, that is 6 election was 7 December, but on the 6th no, barely 7 to 10 hours before the elections. Say, Madam Mensah, the Electoral Commission, any deputies, they issue a communique or they issue a publication, say, people in the Guan district, they will vote in the presidential election, but they won't vote for parliamentary elections. And now, Article 42, so our constitution, it says, so we are 18 years pay and above no, with a sound mind. No. We are 18 years pay, we are constitutional. So if you are not a mad person with a sound mind, no, you are supposed to be registered and you are supposed to vote, you are supposed to have your representative in parliament. And somebody just sitting in her office, a petrocrat, I said, I couldn't.
okayfm.
Hello. Oh. Daniel Kwame Ofuswapia. One man soldier, Lone Ranger. An individual and or the petition no echo you know. Petition now you can once a man no pay any hopes na doye. Abo komo what the front page of Daily Post no. Nipa what the petition call you Daniel Kwame Ofuswapia. Concerned citizen o mane da nakoma punso ene etu sa na mo ya ya ne bon komo na ye pese hu petition de wom no asase a wo boy amane na line te koye yensa kan biu
hello
Dani Akwaba line te koye
and I'm saying according to 42 of our constitution it says so we are 18 years and above pay with sound mind it says you are not a mad person, you don't have mental problem. they have to register you. You have to vote. And we are fundamental human right, inherent right. And your right be our share constitution. You say it is your fundamental right that nobody can take that away from you. So for the madam, any deputies need to come to conclusion on the eve of the election. Say, I couldn't create a district for you, the one district for you. You people are not going to vote in parliament for a parliamentary candidate. And the might be any also because constitution is clear on that. Secondly, so those people already know they were already voting in Hawaii. So all these was Omuni said, okay, we see who creating new district Maya and the but if say by the time a baby election is if you are not able to create the district in Maya, by all means we never vote at least back to vote so that they also feel say, okay, they've also contributed in the parliamentary representative sum. No, she didn't do that. She didn't even say that they should go back over to vote. She said no, they are not going to vote at all, which the 1942 is against. And also, discretionary power now, Mamini using the law under 23, 46, and 296. So, a person who uses discretionary power, so as who using it in the confines of the law, say it won't be arbitrary, it won't violate somebody's fundamental human rights. The woman didn't look at all this, and the woman and the commission, they didn't look at all these things. They were just there, wake up, and they said, okay, we are not able to create a district for you. So you people, you can vote in presidential, but you can. No, there's nothing like that. Even the president doesn't have that power to issue that communique and tell people that you cannot have a representative in parliament. There's nothing like that. Even President Nisa Atumi, constitution is supreme. Mamini, that is what she done. That is a first sin which affected Santoko Fee, Akpafu, Lipe, and the Lobby for over 4 years. There was no representative of them in parliament. That is one. Secondly, we call incompetence as well. I don't say in life they say time is what time. Some people say time is money. Time is of essence. Time, time, no. In performance of a duty with the commissioners, they have to know that if we don't do this thing within this time, it will cause a constitutional crisis. They have to know that. They have to be sure. If you don't know your time, why will you be in the office there? That is incompetent. You know that creating a new district, it takes time. You have to lay those LI in parliament. So for you not to create this constitutional crisis, you have to do it long time. But what did they do? It was a deliberate attempt. What did they do? So in the constitution, no matter deliberate, what did they do? They slowed down with the help of the Attorney General, because Attorney General was supposed to make some inputs and lead the LI before Parliament. They waited. They slowed down the process. They waited. Then getting to the election, they send it to Parliament. And Parliament, too, they have their own procedure. They have their own ways of doing things. You can't rush them to do their thing. So for the woman not to see ahead, say, "I deal with some money in time, I better hard." She doesn't. She's not fit to be in the office there. She's unfit to occupy that place if she cannot see that time is of essence. I should have done this long time. For her to wait, send it to Parliament late. The district wasn't created in time. Then we came out to say that, because I wasn't able to do it, you people shouldn't vote. That is incompetence. And when we come to another part of the incompetence, the same 2020 election or declare a result once. After that, the official website or change figures over 6 times after your declaration review or changing over 6 times. And look when our foreign media's publications, you know, move 3 years, say, election back, and your declaration, and I'm change. Find your man, create anxiety, a lot of unwanted this thing in the system, to the extent that by then the former president Mahama have to take it to court for election petition case because of the declaration now. Why mistake or change or change because of that they have to take her to the Supreme Court. So all these things under incompetence. Don't say Mamino or Nini or your office or yeah, then on her own discretion. Time on fat time, she can wait and do anything at her own time, whereby it will end up getting people not to have representative in parliament and so on. And yes, there may be bias, likelihood of bias. Likelihood of bias. If you do something over time, if in the way of casa, the way of Didi, the way of sang, the way you dance, for over some period of time, everybody knows who say na ya dance you. Yeah, they will call the assassin. Hey, they are to me dancing because you dance different. So likelihood of bias. Who say bossman say, and son obey commissioner or trust on Yoma Baby or Facebook and Twitter. Oh, and Yoma Baby say, oh, I couldn't say NDC in 2016 before the commissioner. Or see NDC, there will be a decline of the NDC okay, or one of the posts, or one of the posts. So see, there will be a decimation of the MPP okay. And on the campo of predicting say 2024 election recently, NDC will be humbled again before our commissioner, and it will be they will struggle to be competitive. And the Obia or Kasasa ni tone any the way he has conducted himself on social media and things. Don't say there was some kind of a political leaning be or favor one political party against another. And to somebody like that, why do you give such a person such a position? Going forward, after say or more appointing in the company, the way of Kasam, the way of Yanadian, who 2019, or Kasemi said NDC posed a threat to Ghana's democracy. Okay, one of the press conferences, Medina Kanwako presidency, or see NDC party, it poses a threat to Ghana's democracy. Who are you? Your referee and your judge, your arbiter say, okay, you are going to be in charge of a political party, and you're already pointing a finger to one political party, say, or would your move to say threat to our say now before more appointing say now or thinking and after more appointing and the line of his thinking is the same. So in that case there is a likelihood of bias onto me neutral that because before the way he talks and after onto me neutral that until be saying we don't have to allow such a person to still be in the office over there. When you go back to Apia, Dr. Peter Apia, only the no example your West. Uko FM this war Sunyani a video TV video FM this 95.1. On one kasa before the Kasano video no call me ni na account be presidency. Also on one MPP he identified himself as an NPP communicator. Our program under the program, and he spoke on behalf of the NPP, canvass the agenda of the NPP, lambast the NDC, compare the achievement of the NPP and the NDC since 1992 to date. He made all those statements, and he was clear that he was a card-bearing member and he's a communicator for NPP. So somebody like this, that is when we say likelihood of bias. Such a person cannot be neutral. You cannot say, Obia, Oko radio station or say, oh, mini MPP new. Since 1992 to date, MPP, I am normal between NDC. Somebody like that, why do you appoint such a person to be an arbiter? It is not fair. The integrity of the Electoral Commission is supposed to be seen as neutral. But appointing people like that into such office doesn't look like it is neutral. So if you put all these things together, I think these people still being in office over there, I think it is a bit problematic. Because when you look at Article 42, 46, 23, 296, the EC with deputies and the commission, they have breached this constitution. And under Article 2 of this constitution, you see, even you, if you see, say, we are breaking this, any of the articles, you have to do something. You just don't have to let it go. Say, hey, we should forgive, we should let it go because time has passed. No, anytime. They said under Article 2, say, if you fail or if you see that somebody has breached these provisions, any of the provisions, you have to do something. Either say, we go court, and you go according to law, what the law prescribes. And under this case, the law prescribed under 146, say, okay, you say, Sana, this is what they have done, and you think, say, they are unfit to be in the officer. And so we go under 146. 146, say, when the Comma president, he is obliged, he is bound to forward it to the Chief Justice. Chief Justice, so the president is just acting like a conveyor belt. So 146, forward it to the Chief Justice. Chief Justice, there, she will say, okay, they say you have breached this article, that, so you have to come and explain yourself, or if you have any explanation to give, you have to come and give it. So from there, whatever recommendation the Chief Justice will give, the President will go according to it. So in a brief, that is the petition, and that is all about it.
Yeah. Madasina, where the follow-up question about Queen and Mammy Misa said.
Okay.
Mammy J. Mensah, Obobone Diasono, na o backtrack say, ne incompetence, no, I shall say 2020.
Yeah.
Then Dr. Bosman Asari DAE, the writings near the audience, so what backdating, no. Now, we maybe say 2020, after 2020 election, no. Then a year who said, then a Kwame of Usrapia, a take sa action, yeah, or taking in why now?
I don't know why a lot of people are saying why now, but it is better late than never.
Sure.
Because it was late, it didn't mean it was the right thing that they did then. Once what they did was wrong, even if it is after how many years, anybody can take it up. And this one, the fact that they are still in office, somebody have to do it. Even you over there, you are supposed to do it as a concerned citizen. You remember the former presidency, we shouldn't be spectators, but we should be concerned citizens. So I'm just trying to be a concerned citizen in that manner. It doesn't matter, say, you have to wait until there's a change of government. Of course, you can look at the atmosphere, you can perceive to see whether, okay, if I send it this time, will it be appropriate? You have to know, of course. So all these things come to play that you have to study the system, you have to study the occasion that if I send it by this time, will it work? You not like to put in effort and do a lot of research and do a lot of things whereby maybe somebody by the end of the day will not forward it or do anything about it. So, of course, strategically, you have to look at the timing too before you make such a petition.
Because by will be baby say, yeah, Daniel Kwame for Swapianka 2020 dear no, as I can buy an uncle corner fast a beer nanka, dear a C 2024, and can be a rectify a crime,
but you can't be sure, sir. 2020 no do qua a dear president in the year this time no. Mahama or reset it, so if he's coming to reset everything, this is a good opportunity for him to reset the EC also. I believe, sir, so about the reset Ghana, the EC shouldn't be excluded from that. They also have a question to answer, and I believe, sir, resetting the EC too is not a bad idea at all.
Can it also be, sir, Daniel Kwame Fuswapia, a smart, concerned citizen, say, Mami J. Mensah, that is not the first time, and Nipa be a who said, Nijumedia Odino, irregularities be Emananamon Tubi, quite illegal. Illegal means, and for constitution, and she says, yes, one. Yabeka is in August 2020. Alliance for Social Equity and Public Accountability, ASEPA,
Mensah Thompson.
Mo woman de koma President Akufo-Addo petition say Emma Ankusiaga. Then again, Ebase fix the country movement. And so in August 2022, a petition president against Nipakruya and only Central Coffee Aquafune Lolobi Lipe. They are now working. Not so can it be a case say now why we are antecedent in say that time no was not conducive beyond the choir and Kusiaga and Timamen change if there's a change of government I mean trying to say beer and it before.
You are not far from the truth, but those people were not the only people. If you recall, you realize that even Franklin Kujo, he is from that area. He has been on this case. He has even sent into the Supreme Court. There was no favorable outcome. They said they don't have jurisdiction. They should go to the High Court. They went to the High Court. They didn't get anything. It was thrown out on technicalities and so forth. So, like I said, it is all about the timing. Looking at all those things that you have mentioned, the ASEPA, the Fix the Country, Franklin Kujo, you realize that it wasn't a conducive time. You realize that it wasn't the right time to do such a thing because all those people, I think they actually have merit in whatever petition they sent to the presidency, but it wasn't acted upon. So when you look at all those things, one would just think, okay, let me wait, let me relax. Surely there's a change of government. These things, breaking of an article in the Constitution is akin to a crime, which doesn't have an expiring date. When you breach any of the constitutional provisions, it is akin to a crime. And it doesn't have any statutory limitation or expiring date. You can, after even 20 years or whatever, once you can prove it, you are not beyond time. So it is strategic for me to actually wait and see, okay, let me wait if there's a change of government. And luckily, here we are, and this president is determined to reset Ghana. And I think he's on the right course to reset Ghana. And I think this is the right time for him also to reset the Electoral Commission to bring some kind of confidence and fairness and restore the integrity of the Electoral Commission. Because for now, as we speak, you see before the election, they were doing some polls on the integrity and this thing of the Electoral Commission. It was low below. It came to a time it was 30, less than 30. So this is a time for President John Mahama to restore the confidence and the fairness in the Electoral Commission by resetting the Electoral Commission.
Especially 2020 election, you 2 years now. Oh, yeah, different figures. Electoral Commission said they okay now, or they on the website now. Were you surprised? Say after that incident, still the woman was kept at post. Were you surprised? When
you actually look at the 2020 election, there are a lot of things that were committed then. Because even the woman, so that is why it all comes back to the timing again. Even the woman was prevented from mounting the witness box to defend her action after that time by the judiciary. She was prevented. So why should you send a petition after that time to the president again for her to be dismissed? No. Even the judiciary prevented her from mounting the witness box to defend her actions. She made a declaration and subsequently changed the figures over 6 times, which by the end of the day, the president, the ex-president, they have to take the matter to court. So looking at all these things, the last 4 years wasn't conducive enough for anybody to send such a petition to the Jubilee House for her removal. I think this is the right time, and I think the right thing will be done by the president by forwarding it to the Chief Justice.
Now, where the Krakramu Okono, Mammy, miss your expectations every year of petition, what they are called Flagstaff House now, on behalf of the president, Yaji.
My expectation is I think I've done a good job. I think I've put in a lot of effort. I think I've done an excellent job. I believe and I'm hoping that in the coming days, once the reset agenda is on, I believe that in the coming days or weeks, the president, 146, will forward the petition to the Chief Justice, and I believe and I'm trusting the Chief Justice to set up a committee to look into it and call anybody that is involved in this to come and answer if they have any question to answer, sir.
Kwame,
yeah. Thank you.
Daniel Kwame Ofosuapia, a concerned citizen. On na watch petition. Esimu pam Diako Flagstaff House. The seat of presidency.
OKFM 101.7.